And that is my favorite thing about doing live stuff is like the mess ups, because that was an outro for the Voices of the Plaza instead of an intro. Hey everybody.
Hello. Guess we're
Well,
human. This is
yes,
not AI. This is real.
that's what I was about to say. Welcome
Yeah.
to Peggy Being Human. So, Jennifer, thank you. So, we were talking yesterday, Jennifer and I, and she was like, "We should do a live and talk about the expo." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it tomorrow." So here we are,
Here we are.
and that's our plan. That was the prep that we did for this. Clearly, I didn't
Literally.
get my intro ready. So, as you guys know, Global Business Plaza, GoBrunch. I'm always talking about these things. Every quarter, I do an expo, and the expo is next Tuesday. It is a global expo. It runs 12 hours. That means no matter where you are in the world, you're going to be awake for part of it.
Mm.
So it's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Now, Jennifer, how many expos have you gone to? Is this your third?
This will be my third.
That's what
Yes.
I was thinking. It's your third. Okay, so tell first of all, tell us where you are physically in the world, and then let's talk about your experience with the expo.
Yes. So I'm in just outside of Belfast in the not so sunny area of Northern Ireland. And yeah, this is going to be my third expo. And it's been interesting, right? Because the first one I was at, it was as a visitor. And then the second one, we were actually part of the expo and had a room. So this will be my second time, with that
Being an
experience. And it's
exhibitor, yeah.
amazing, like how different and how much it's grown in such a short period of time. Because the first time I was there, it was brilliant. And there was a lot going on. There was, lots of rooms to kind of go into. And then when we were part of it, I couldn't believe the difference in size. It had grown so much. And at that stage, you were doing it over 2 days. But I have to say, like, it is just like even everyone who came into our room, we ran 4 events. And even when then we were going into other people's spaces, they're all so different. Like it's all the space, like, and it's unbelievable the creativity. But I think the thing that I love most about it is, like, with all sincerity here, is just the feeling of belonging and community care, right? Where they're kind of just, no matter what room it seems like you pop into, you find cool people in the spaces and cool people building in the platform. So, and Richard, the founder of GoBrunch, which is what the platform that the expo is on, is fabulous, and a great guy. And Peggy's wonderful. So it's just, yeah, it's just a great experience. Full stop.
GoBrunch is such a unique place because it allows everybody to be really creative and individual. So, we have almost 70 exhibitors this expo, which will be Tuesday, almost
Like,
70.
oh my
And
goodness.
every single room you go into is going to be a completely different experience.
Yes.
It's not all in a box where, like, here's your, do it this way. It has to be that way.
Mhm.
It's like a canvas, and you
Yeah.
can just go in and create it any way you want. A Go Brunch, for anybody who hasn't been around and hasn't heard me ever, Go Brunch. Yeah, I came into Go Brunch almost 2 years ago, looking for a
Mhm.
replacement for Zoom. That's really what I
Wow.
thought I was looking for. But once I found Go Brunch, I was like, "Oh, this is so much more than that."
Mm.
I
Yeah.
immediately got off all my other platforms and did everything. It's so immersive. It allows you to be creative. It allows you to
Mhm.
get your audience, your people involved. They come
Yeah.
and they engage. They don't just come and leave and whatever. They're
Yeah.
like,
True.
they talk, they click on things, they do things. So
Yeah.
now you have a magazine,
Yes.
you have a community, and you really deal with inclusion and being making sure that everybody has access to things. We talk a lot
Yes,
about
in theory
accessibility
anyway, hopefully.
and people with this different abilities, how they can access things. So, what do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so well, yeah, it's all about creating opportunities, and we could see a huge gap for creating opportunities around economic, so making money as well as making impact, especially through with a focus on neurodiversity, disability, gender, and culture. Because we just saw huge gaps, right? And one of the gaps that we saw was media and being able to have your genuine, right, stories and content and knowledge and information and stuff shared in ways that worked for you and that also, at the end of the day benefited you or your business as well. So that's where the idea for the magazine kind of came in. And it's a huge positive change, collaborative project. Everything that we do is about collaboration. And again, I think why we connected with, Richard right away and why we connected with you right away and the expo right away, because the expo is one huge collaborative project. And because everything we do is collaborative as well, it just seemed like such a good fit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think after your second expo, you were like, "And what is this Global Business Plaza? I too shall." So now we grab you all the time, not just every quarter. Yeah, where
Yes.
you're in it all the way. But you are able to build such rich community and
Mm,
really have meaningful conversations and do meaningful things in a place like GoBrunch. It really opens up the door to
yeah.
allow those conversations to be really freeing. I think a lot of times when you're on a video platform or you're in front of your computer, you feel isolated. You feel like,
Mm,
a lot of, yeah. But when you go into a Go Brunch space, you're just like, oh, you feel like you walked into my living room or,
yes.
you feel like you walked
Yeah.
into my space. And, people always ask me, they're like, well, should I have this here? Does this look right? And I'm like, if I walked into your living room, would you ask me? You would be
Yeah.
like, hey, this is how I like my living room. So you get to build your Go Brunch space the way you like it. And if people don't like it, then,
I know, right? Yes. And it is good too because you can have, like you said, you can show your creativity, and you can think outside of the box, right, with it and just do different things. And for us, it's a great companion for us with the metaverse that we're building because the metaverse is extremely immersive, right? And a very different platform that maybe not everybody wants to take part of. So the for us Go Brunch was that great kind of immersive space, but not quite as immersive as what we're building on spatial, for instance. So yeah, it just really works. And like I said, I think it's definitely the platform, but it's definitely the people who are building cool things on the platform and cool communities on the platform. And there's a lot of that sense of belonging, that sense of inclusion built into so many of the others. And it's been interesting to connect with so many of the business owners, on a lot of the platforms and in the expo, who that's into their DNA, of their business, either as a core value, even if it's not in the business itself and the undertakings that it does, but it's definitely in the fiber of the DNA of the values systems that they have. And that's really brilliant as well to when you have that connection with people on that kind of cellular level, right? We were like, right, we don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to do what I do. That's cool. But as long as there's that kind of cellular alignment of values, it's a brilliant thing.
I love it. So I just realized we are streaming and people are saying hi to us. So
Oh,
Gary
hey.
and
Oh,
Bez.
yay.
So
Hey,
um,
everybody.
yeah, and it looks like the comments are all coming from YouTube. So if you are on LinkedIn and you want to leave a comment or get into this conversation or ask a question, go over to my YouTube, which is actually Time Benders, and we're streaming there live as well. So I think
We're everywhere.
we're everywhere. So but anyway, good that you guys are listening. I'm happy to see you because I am super excited about the expo. I work with all these businesses every day, and still at the expo I'm like, my mind is always blown at the way people use their Go Brunch. It's like the
Mm,
creativity and the way people bring their personality in. I'm like, wow, I would have never thought of that.
yes, and the quest this time, the quest
Yes.
as well, that's gonna be
So
Oh, cool.
We are playing a
Mm,
game at the expo this time, and you can win $50 US
mm.
cash, hard cold cash, $50 American. And all you have to do is show up and go gather secret codes. We have a little
Yes.
scavenger hunt prepared for you. All the
Yeah.
people in the
Really
Global
cool.
Business Plaza were like, let's make it fun. Let's put something on, put some actual prizes up there. Of
Mm,
course, all the rooms are going to have swag. You're going to get free consultations. You're going to get PDFs. You're going to get all the things because it's an expo, right? You're going to walk
yes.
around,
Yeah.
but you can also win some grand prizes as well. So you
Yeah.
definitely
That's
want to attend. And in the description, I will put the link where you can sign up. It's absolutely
mm,
free.
yes.
This
Yeah.
expo is absolutely free. If you have a GoBrunch and you want to be an exhibitor, we don't charge the exhibitors. We want them
Mhm.
there. And we
Yeah.
definitely don't charge you as a participant to come because we are always excited to show off our rooms, show off what we do,
Mm,
and meet you. So it's a big networking event. It's a big place to go for inspiration. I don't
yeah.
know. How would you describe the expo? I think it's a networking event.
Yeah. Do
But
you
it's
know
not
what?
a cash your card. It's a like, I
It's
want to get to know you kind of a thing.
yeah, it's so hard. It's kind of like a lot of our stuff when people go, "What do you do?" And I go, how long do you have?" Right? It's kind of like that for the expo because it's networking, but it's not, right? It's like non-networking networking. That's like what we would call it, but plus, right? Because again, there's just so much cool stuff because you can go into rooms and there might not any even be anybody in it, but you can still go in and you can engage and you can interact with different things. Sometimes maybe there's a video to watch, maybe they've left some Easter eggs for you to find, just cool things, right? And then of course, if other people are in the space, you can communicate with them. They might have a talk on, they might have, a community chat or something happening. Yeah, there's just a cool vibe about it. And as Peggy has just said, just everything's so different. All the rooms are so different, that there's definitely something for everyone, right? Whatever your kind of interest is, whatever your business interest is, whoever it is that you're looking to connect with, or the types of businesses, you'll find somebody there, most likely. Yeah.
I always tell people if you go into a room and you're like, that's not my thing, go into the next room. And
Yes.
if that's not your
Yeah.
thing, go into the next room because I guarantee you, in 2 or 3 clicks, you are going to find something that you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yes. And
And
on
you-
the expo, like you'll see there's like a thumbnail, right, of one of the rooms.
Mhm.
And it's good, it'll give you some idea. But yeah, but don't be afraid to just out, even if the thumbnail maybe doesn't like jump out at you, still explore it, right? Because you never know. Sometimes the thumbnails, yeah, they're tricky, right? Because you'll get unexpected things, not in a bad
Unexpected.
way, in a bad way, like a go-to way there.
Well,
But
here's
yeah, it's so
something here's
interesting.
something else we're doing that's brand new this expo. Okay, this expo had its 1 year birthday at the last one. So this is the sixth expo.
Um,
And we have because the people at the Global Business Plaza are chipping in and doing things and helping me.
mm,
So I'm not running it by myself this time. But they made Jamie, thank you, Jamie, made a map for us. So you will
oh,
be
it's
able
class.
to download the map that tells you what booth number, who is in, and
Yes.
what they do and all the different things. So it's really going to be helpful and it's something you can save because it's like if somebody came into your booth, they're like, I really like Jennifer, but where was she again? I can't remember how to
Yes,
get a hold
yeah.
of her. Then boom, you can go back and
Room
find her.
113.
Room 113. Peggy is in room 101.
Yes, yeah.
so, so yes, and I've never had booth numbers before. I don't know why, because it seems very obvious. It seems like something
Mm.
that should have happened. Anyway,
We don't do things the easy way, come on, that would be
what
no
happens when you
fun.
collaborate though, when I don't have to do
Mm,
all the things, it leaves your brain room to think and people to go, Peggy, why don't we have booth numbers? And I was
mhm.
like, I'm sure there was a reason because I remember once thinking of it and then not doing it. So I don't know. We do now though, darn
We
it.
do we do now, that's all that matters, yes, yay. That's
Yay.
funny.
We said all of this to say, make sure. Oh, hold on. We got a comment coming in. Let's see. Oh. There it is. Okay. I feel it's the General Online Business Expo, where many
Mhm.
businesses come together to show off what they do, offer free gifts and special offers, all in the GoBrunch environment. There you go. Gary gave us a nice professional
Yeah.
summed up what it
That
is. That's
he did
that.
far better than us.
I know he did better than us. Why why did
Yeah.
we pick the two most scatterbrained people on the whole planet to do this? That's why Jennifer and I get along well. Our brains are about at the same level.
I know, right? That's scary for you. It's scary.
It's probably scary for you. Anyway, Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., there are two main expo hall events where we all come together in the hall and we spotlight
Mm.
different exhibitors, and we talk to you about what's going on and show you how to navigate. And that happens from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Pacific time, and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So you'll have to do all the math and figure out what time that is where you are. But those are the main events. And then all day, 12
Mm.
hours, people are having presentations. We have an agenda calendar in there. So they're doing Q&As. So you'll know, hey, if I really want to know about Jennifer, this is when she has her Q&A or her presentation. So you can pop in right then.
Yeah.
But you can just randomly go in and out of booths just like you were at X. I'm Southern
Mm.
California, so Expo to me means Comic Con, right? So
Yes,
this
yes.
expo gives the Comic Con vibe without having to fight traffic.
Yeah, yeah, it does actually, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
very much so.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Well, before we go, do you want to say anything else, Jennifer?
Yeah, just it would be great to hopefully, see a lot of people there, a lot of new people come. I know again last time it seems like it's growing and growing each time. So, please, come by and say hello to me, say hello to Peggy, check out all of the spaces, check out Go Brunch if you haven't ever. This is a great opportunity to check out the platform if you've never seen it before or used it before. So yeah, so I'm just excited for all of the cool stuff that's going to be on the day.
And G's here.
Hey,
And G, yep, I need to check out the calendar and get myself together. You do. G is going to have a booth. Gary has a booth. Bez, I don't know if Bez has a booth. I'm pretty sure Bez has a booth. Yes,
mm,
Bez has a
I
booth
think
too.
so, yeah.
So everybody that's commenting, you can go actually meet them. So anyway, make sure that you check out the link, the description below. I'm going to have the links in there for you so that you can jump on that calendar and come and hang out and have fun with us, because we are a pretty fun group.
Yay. See everybody there.
Thanks, everybody. We will see you on